It's what you don't do before you go to bed. Maybe your legs feel heavier when you stand up. Maybe getting out of a chair takes a little more effort. Maybe your arms don't quite have the same strength they did yesterday. Most people chalk that up to just getting older. But what if something else is happening at night? Something you can actually do something about? Because for millions of people over 60, there's a quiet thief at work while they sleep. It's not pain. It's not disease. That one question changed everything. She eats what most people would call a pretty healthy diet. But every year, she noticed the same pattern. She'd feel weaker going up the stairs. She'd need to use her hands to push herself out of a chair. She started avoiding carrying heavy grocery bags. Her doctor told her, "You're aging. It's normal." But deep down, Maria didn't feel like that answer was good enough. One day, a physical therapist asked her a simple question. "What do you eat at night, before bed?" Maria answered, "Nothing. I stop eating after dinner. I thought that was healthy." Because what Maria didn't know, and what most people never learn, is that after 60, your body doesn't just slowly lose muscle over the years. A lot of that loss actually happens at night, when your body has gone hours and hours without any fuel. Once Maria changed what she ate in the last hour before going to bed, everything shifted. Within weeks, she felt stronger in the mornings. Her legs felt more stable. She felt more confident on the stairs. And that's what we're talking about today. If you're over 60, or you love someone who is, this video is for you. We're going to talk about why muscle loss sneaks up on you while you sleep, the simple science behind it, and the 8 best bedtime foods, ranked from number 8 to number 1, that can help you protect and even rebuild your muscles overnight. These foods aren't exotic. You don't need fancy supplements or expensive powders. Most of them are in your regular grocery store, and some might already be in your kitchen. So grab a notebook, or just mentally note the ones that sound easiest to start with, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to reach for before bed if you want to wake up stronger, not weaker. Let's start with what's going on in your body at night. When you go to bed, you're entering a fasting period. You're not eating. You're not drinking protein. For 7, 8, maybe even 9 hours, your body has to run on what you gave it before you went to sleep. If you haven't had enough protein, or if you haven't eaten anything for several hours, your body still needs amino acids to keep your systems running. If it can't get those from food, it goes to the next available source, your muscles. This process is called catabolism, the breaking down of muscle tissue for energy and basic functions. Now, younger people bounce back from this pretty easily. Their bodies are efficient at using protein and rebuilding what they lost. But after age 60, we run into another issue: anabolic resistance. That's a fancy way of saying your muscles don't respond to protein as well as they used to. You need more of the right kind of protein to get the same muscle-building or muscle-preserving effect you had in your 20s and 30s. So you've got 2 things happening: long stretches at night without food, more catabolism. Muscles that don't use protein efficiently, less rebuilding. Put those together and you have a recipe for waking up weaker over time. The good news? You are not stuck with that. If you give your body the right kind of fuel in the last 30 to 60 minutes before bed, fuel that digests slowly and delivers amino acids all night, your muscles don't have to be sacrificed. You're basically telling your body, "Here, use this instead. Leave my muscles alone." So let's get into the 8 best bedtime foods for protecting your muscles, starting with number 8. Number 8. Cottage cheese, the quiet nighttime defender. I know, cottage cheese doesn't sound glamorous, but it is one of the most powerful tools you can use before bed. Cottage cheese is rich in casein, a slow-digesting protein. Instead of flooding your system quickly like some proteins, casein releases amino acids gradually over 6 to 8 hours. Think of it like putting a log on a campfire before you go to sleep. Slow, steady burn. In research on older adults, a serving of casein before bed led to a big increase in overnight muscle building compared to eating nothing. That means people weren't just preventing muscle loss. They were actually stimulating repair and growth while they slept. How to use it? Have about a 1/2 cup of plain cottage cheese, 30 to 60 minutes before bed. You can add a few slices of banana, a little cinnamon, or a small drizzle of honey if you want. If you like texture, sprinkle a teaspoon of chia seeds for extra fiber and healthy fats. Many people also find that cottage cheese helps them sleep better because it contains tryptophan, an amino acid that helps your brain wind down. And one more thing. If you're someone who wakes up feeling stiff or sore, this simple habit alone may make a noticeable difference in a few weeks. 7. Hard-boiled eggs. Tiny but mighty. Next up, a food you probably already know well. Eggs. Hard-boiled eggs are one of the simplest, most portable, and most nutrient-dense snacks you can eat. Each egg has around 6 grams of high-quality protein and all the essential amino acids your body needs. But the real star here is leucine. Leucine is like a switch. When you get enough of it, your body flips that switch and says, okay, let's build and repair muscle. As we age, we need more leucine to flip that switch. Eggs help solve that problem. How to use them at night. Take 1-2 hard-boiled eggs about 30 minutes before bed. Sprinkle a little turmeric and black pepper on top if you'd like. Turmeric helps lower inflammation, and pepper helps your body absorb it. If you want to feel a bit fuller, pair them with a slice of avocado. The healthy fats slow digestion and give your muscles a longer-lasting supply of nutrients. Hard-boiled eggs are especially good for people who don't have a big appetite late at night. They're small, easy to chew, and gentle on the stomach. Many older adults who start adding eggs before bed notice less soreness after activity, better recovery from simple exercises like walking or light strength training, and more stable energy in the morning. 6. Tuna in olive oil, the overnight power combo. Food number 6 doesn't sound like a classic bedtime snack, but it works incredibly well. Tuna in olive oil. Here's why it's so powerful. Tuna is one of the leanest, most protein-dense foods you can eat. It's also rich in leucine for muscle activation. Olive oil adds healthy fats that slow down digestion, helping those amino acids trickle into your system throughout the night instead of all at once. So you're getting both high-quality protein and a built-in time-release system. How to use it. Take about half a can of tuna packed in olive oil. Eat it with cucumber slices, or a few whole grain crackers if you want something crunchy. Add a squeeze of lemon juice or a pinch of sea salt for flavor. Try to avoid loading it up with mayonnaise. Heavy sauces can be harder to digest and might interfere with sleep. If you're someone who struggles with joint discomfort or low vitamin D, tuna also provides nutrients that support those areas. And by reducing inflammation and feeding your muscles through the night, you get a double benefit. Less soreness and better strength preservation. 5. Greek yogurt, the triple action nighttime helper. Greek yogurt is more than just a breakfast food. It's a fantastic bedtime option, especially for muscle health. Why? Because Greek yogurt gives you casein protein, which digests slowly overnight. Probiotics, which support digestion and nutrient absorption. Calcium, which your muscles and nerves need to function properly. Compared to regular yogurt, Greek yogurt is thicker, higher in protein, and usually lower in sugar. How to use it. Have 1/2 cup of plain, unsweetened Greek yogurt, 30 to 45 minutes before bed. Avoid flavored versions with lots of added sugar. Add a few berries, a sprinkle of cinnamon, or a teaspoon of chia seeds if you want more texture or sweetness. Here's something a lot of people don't realize. A healthy gut helps your muscles too. When your digestion is working well, you absorb more of the protein and minerals you eat, which directly affects your ability to maintain strength. Some older adults who start having Greek yogurt at night report fewer nighttime cramps, better digestion, and a little more pep in their step the next morning. 4. Warm milk with turmeric, the golden night drink. Now let's talk about a classic comfort drink with a powerful twist. Warm milk with turmeric. You've probably heard that warm milk can help you sleep. That's because it contains casein protein, calcium, vitamin D, and tryptophan, which supports relaxation. When you add turmeric, you turn this into what some people call golden milk. Turmeric contains curcumin, one of nature's strongest anti-inflammatory compounds. That means it can help calm down the low-level inflammation that contributes to muscle breakdown and joint pain. How to make it. Gently warm. 1 cup of milk. Don't boil it. Stir in 1/4 teaspoon turmeric and a small pinch of black pepper to help absorption. Add a tiny bit of honey if you like, but keep it light. Sip it slowly about half an hour before bed. If you're lactose intolerant or prefer plant-based options, you can use almond, oat, or soy milk. Ideally, one with added calcium and protein. This drink gives you 3 benefits at once. Protein for muscle repair. Anti-inflammatory support for joints and tissue. A calming, warming effect that helps prepare your nervous system for deep sleep. 3. Almond butter. 1 spoon. Big impact. Food number 3 is simple and surprisingly effective. Almond butter. It might look like just a spread, but in 1 spoonful you get healthy fats that slow digestion, plant-based protein, magnesium to relax muscles, vitamin E to support tissue repair. Instead of spike and crash energy like you'd get from sugary snacks, almond butter gives you a slow, steady flow of fuel. How to use it. Take 1 tablespoon of natural almond butter about 30 minutes before bed. You can eat it off the spoon, spread it on apple slices, or put it on a small piece of whole grain toast. Look for almond butter with just almonds, and maybe a little salt. Avoid brands with added sugar and hydrogenated oils. Magnesium is especially helpful for people who deal with nighttime cramps, restless legs, or trouble relaxing at the end of the day. If that sounds like you, this might become one of your favorite bedtime rituals. 2. Tart cherry juice. Soreness, sleep, and strength. Food number 2 is actually a drink. Tart cherry juice. This isn't your typical sweet cherry juice. Tart cherry juice is rich in anthocyanins, powerful antioxidants, and anti-inflammatory compounds. Melatonin, the same hormone your body uses to control your sleep-wake cycle. For older adults, this combination can be incredibly helpful. Research has shown that drinking tart cherry juice can reduce muscle soreness, improve sleep quality, increase melatonin and antioxidant levels in the body. How to use it. Drink 4 to 6 ounces of 100% tart cherry juice, unsweetened, about 30-45 minutes before bed. If it's too strong, dilute it with a little water. This is especially helpful if you feel achy after walking or exercising, have trouble falling asleep or staying asleep, wake up feeling unrested even after a full night in bed. Better sleep means better muscle recovery, and better recovery means more strength preserved over time. Whey protein shake, the nighttime muscle builder. Now we've made it to the number 1 food for preserving and rebuilding muscle overnight. A whey protein shake. You might think, isn't that just for bodybuilders? Not anymore. For people over 60, a properly dosed whey protein shake before bed might be one of the most powerful tools we have to fight muscle loss. Here's why. Whey contains all 9 essential amino acids. It is particularly rich in leucine, the amino acid that flips the muscle-building switch. It's easy to digest and convenient, even for people with low nighttime appetite. In clinical research on older adults, drinking a whey protein shake before bed led to a significant bump in overnight muscle protein synthesis, lower muscle breakdown markers, improvements in strength, walking speed, and balance over time. Even without exercise, there were benefits. With light exercise like walking and simple resistance training, the results can be even more impressive. How to use it. Take 1 scoop of a high-quality whey protein isolate. Mix it with water or unsweetened almond milk. Drink it 30 to 60 minutes before bed. If you want more flavor, add a sprinkle of cinnamon or a small piece of banana, but keep it simple and easy to digest. If you're sensitive to lactose, look for whey isolate or hydrolyzed whey, which tends to be easier on the stomach. The goal is not to chug a giant bodybuilder shake. The goal is to give your body just enough high-quality protein to feed your muscles through the night so they don't have to be broken down for fuel. What if you're worried about eating at night? You might be thinking, won't eating at night make me gain weight? Is this safe if I have diabetes? Do I need all 8 of these foods? Great questions. A few quick guidelines. You don't need all of these. Start with one that feels easiest and fits your health situation. Portions are small. Half a cup here, a spoonful there, a small drink. We're not talking about a second dinner. For blood sugar concerns, focus on higher protein, lower sugar options like cottage cheese, eggs, tuna, Greek yogurt, or whey shakes with water. Always check with your doctor or dietitian, especially if you have kidney issues or are on a very strict medical diet. But for many older adults, a small, protein-focused snack before bed can actually support weight management by preserving lean muscle that burns more calories even at rest, cottage cheese, slow digesting casein, and gentle sleep support. Let's quickly review the 8 bedtime foods that can help you fight muscle loss after 60. Whey protein shake. Fast-acting, leucine-rich, powerful for rebuilding. Tart cherry juice. Less soreness, better sleep, better recovery. Almond butter. Healthy fats, magnesium, slow-release fuel. Warm milk with turmeric. Protein, anti-inflammatory support, relaxation. Greek yogurt. Casein, probiotics, calcium. Tuna in olive oil. Dense protein plus healthy fats for overnight release. Hard-boiled eggs. Convenient leucine-rich muscle activators. You do not have to overhaul your entire diet overnight. Just pick one of these to start with tonight. Maybe it's half a cup of cottage cheese. Maybe it's a spoonful of almond butter. Maybe it's a simple whey shake with water. What matters most is consistency. Over weeks and months, those small choices add up to something big. Stronger legs to carry you up the stairs. More stability when you walk. Better balance. And the confidence that you're actively protecting your independence. You are not too old to get stronger. You are not too old to rebuild. You are not too old to make progress. Your body still responds when you give it the right tools. If you found this video helpful, feel free to share it with a friend or family member who wants to stay strong as they age. And if you'd like more simple, science-backed tips like this, make sure you stick around for future videos. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.